Wake that ass up.
Early in the morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Let's get in some front page news. Start off with some quick sports. Congratulations to LeBron. He becomes the first NBA player to score 50,000 combined points. That's regular season and playoffs, so congratulations to him.
Go salute LeBron, man. Third best NBA player of all time. Drop on the food bomb for him.
Yeah, that'll be a big argument. Also, Kyrie Irving. Kyrie Irving has torn his ACL. He's going to be out for the remainder of the season. And congratulations to Saquon Barkley. He signed a 2-year, $41.2 million contract extension with the Eagles.
That's a big deal for Kyrie Irving, by the way. I mean, that, some people say that could be a career-ending injury. I say he's 32 years old. I think he could bounce back, but it's going to be a long time. And the Mavericks only had a 2-3 year window. Yeah. By the way.
Yeah. Because Anthony Davis is injured. He's injured, and I don't know how Klay Thompson's been playing recently, so we'll see. But good morning, Morgan.
Good morning, DJ MV, Charlamagne the God, and Jess Hilarious. Y'all doing all right?
Yes.
Or y'all tired because y'all stayed up watching that?
I did. It felt like a Western Conference basketball game. It was very late.
I watched it, and then coming off of a plane from vacation, yes, tired.
You're like, I need another vacation. Okay, let me disclaim by saying that there's no way I'm going to get to it all, okay? But I'm going to try my best, y'all, all right? So President Trump touted his leadership and plans for the U.S. in the longest address ever to a joint session of Congress. Trump said since he was sworn in 6 weeks ago, there has been nothing but swift and unrelenting action. He went on to say his administration has accomplished more in 43 days than others have accomplished in 4 years or 8 years. During his joint address to Congress, he spoke about DEI, immigration, the economy, border security, the budget, tariffs, DOGE, the Ukraine-Russian war, energy, and he also slammed the Biden administration, saying he inherited an economic catastrophe and an inflation nightmare. Let's take a listen to President Trump's comments on the economy.
Their policies drove up energy prices, pushed up grocery costs, and drove the necessities of life out of reach for millions and millions of Americans. They've never had anything like it. As president, I'm fighting every day to reverse this damage and make America affordable again.
What do you guys think?
About what? Just overall the whole speech? Or just...
Economy, it's too early to tell. I mean, there's a lot of, he's done a lot of things. Well, I'll just say this. During his speech, he did speak about the budget, saying that the gold card will help with the federal budget and overall economy. He said the gold card will be sold for $5 million. Remember, this is the one that is allowing pathway to citizenship and will allow most successful job-creating people from all over the world to get a path to U.S. citizenship. Trump said the gold card recipients will pay a lot of money, and that will help reduce the national debt. He also defended his use of tariffs that went into effect yesterday against Mexico, Canada, and China, saying there will be more tariffs on April 2nd. Let's take a listen to Trump's comments on tariffs.
Tariffs are not just about protecting American jobs. They're about protecting the soul of our country. Tariffs are about making America rich again and making America great again, and it's happening, and it will happen rather quickly. There'll be a little disturbance, but we're okay with that.
Who said that? Who said, okay, a little disturbance, but as a result, Trump says that he does love American farmers and the tariffs will help them, adding he'll place reciprocal tariffs on agricultural products coming into America starting on April 2nd. Now, Trump also talked about the Ukraine-Russian war. He said he's working tirelessly, speaking to both sides in negotiations to end that conflict. He mentioned that he received a letter from Ukrainian President Zelensky saying that Zelensky is actually willing to negotiate as soon as possible. So let's take a listen to those comments.
It's time to stop this madness. It's time to halt the killing. It's time to end this senseless war. If you want to end wars, you have to talk to both sides. Earlier today, I received an important letter from President Zelensky of Ukraine. The letter reads, Ukraine is ready to come to the negotiating table as soon as possible.
Yep. So, of course, this comes as Trump, he's critical of or criticizes the fact that the U.S. has sent billions of dollars in support to Ukraine's defense. But I'm going to wrap that up for 6 a.m. At 7 a.m., we can continue and talk a little bit about DEI and some of the drama that happened on the House floor.
No, only thing I kept thinking last night was I really don't know what Democrats do. Like, I
What do you
mean,
mean?
they clearly lost a long time ago back in November, but just as a party, it's like Republicans and Democrats aren't even playing the same game. They're not in the same league. Like, they aren't speaking the same language. And I don't know what Democrats can do to cut through. I mean, my other thought was a lot of them honestly shouldn't have shown up if they weren't going to be more disruptive. Like, salute to Congressman Al Green. OG got some nuts. You know what I'm saying? Meanwhile, the rest of them out there holding up signs like they had a silent auction. So I just don't know. I don't know what they do, because Trump can stand up there and, you know, say whatever he wants, tell a lot of lies, but nobody cares, because if you're a Democrat, you think Republicans are always lying. If you're a Republican, you think Democrats are always lying. So nobody is listening objectively. But at this point, Americans are just going to have to let things play out. But when the inevitable fumble from Republicans come, I just don't know if Democrats have the team to recover. So the team that will always win will be the team that has a game plan, regardless of how terrible that team's policies may be for the American people.
I guess, was it effective? Like, everything that was done, was it effective?
What, Trump last night?
No, not Trump. The Democrats and everything that they did. The silent,
No.
well, not the silent auction, but holding up the signs and
Exactly.
and all that. I wonder if it was effective, you know?
No.
All right, well, we'll talk more next hour.
Wake that ass up.
In the morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Let's get back in some front page news. Now, congratulations to LeBron James. He becomes the first to score 50,000 combined points in the NBA regular season and playoffs. So congratulations to Bron.
Salute to Bronny.
Now, also,
Well, not Bronny. LeBron James.
LeBron James, yep. And also, congratulations to Saquon Barkley. He signed a 2-year, $41.2 million contract extension.
That's that. You just won me the Super Bowl money.
Yep, that makes him the highest paid running back in NFL history. And the Giants just gave that away. Anyway, what's up, Morgan?
Hey, Envy, you mad about it or no?
Yes.
Well, he wouldn't have got that money with the Giants because he wouldn't have had the season he had last year with the New York Giants. So God, works in mysterious ways. Or does God work in mysterious ways? I don't think God is mysterious at all. I think it's quite plain.
Well, tell me how plain last night was in this president's joint address. So the conversation does continue regarding President Trump's joint address to Congress. Trump touted going after diversity, equity, and inclusion hiring practice on a federal level. He describes his changes as a common sense revolution. Let's hear those comments from President Trump in regards to DE&I.
We've ended the tyranny of so-called diversity, equity, and inclusion policies all across the entire federal government and indeed the private sector and our military. What I have just described is only a small fraction of the common sense revolution that is now, because of us, sweeping the entire world. Common sense has become a common theme, and we will never go back.
Ooh, was that a shot thrown? We not going back? Okay, anyways, maybe I'm the only one that heard that. But he then talked about his efforts to end federal funding for schools that allow transgender women to compete in women's sports. He also said that he ended Biden administration's electric vehicle mandate as well. There was some drama on the House floor. Representative Al Green, he stood up in protest. He was removed for that protest. A Texas Democrat refused to sit down during the speech and was yelling something at Trump before he was escorted out. Now, Republicans tried to calm him down or drown him out by yelling, USA, USA. So let's hear House Speaker Mike Johnson's call to order when that whole incident took place.
Mr. Green, take your seat. Take your seat, sir. Finding that members continue to engage in willful and concerted disruption of proper decorum, the chair now directs the Sergeant at Arms to restore order. Remove this gentleman from the chamber.
Hey, man, salute to Congressman Al Green. I respect it. I mean, that's the kind of stuff Democrats historically never do. We saw Congressman Joe Wilson do it to Obama back in the day when he yelled, "You lied." We saw Marjorie Taylor Greene do it to Biden. So I don't mind that kind of disruption. I actually wish that, the Democrats would have been more disruptive. I didn't know you could kick people out for that, though. That was...
Oh, yeah, there are all kinds of rules on Capitol Hill. Congressman Green, he later talked to reporters about that incident. He's saying, in his words, no mandate to cut Medicaid. So let's hear from Representative Al Green from his side about what happened in that incident.
I have people who are very fearful. These are poor people, and they have only Medicaid in their lives when it comes to their health care. And I want him to know that his budget calls for deep cuts in Medicaid. We need to raise the cap on Social Security. There's a possibility that it's going to be hurt, and we've got to protect Medicare.
I believe I agree with him 100%. You got to protect Medicare, but I believe Democrats really dropped the ball there to make more of a statement because Al Green is an old man. He got a cane. He looked like the old dude from New Jack City. Screaming at Nino Brown. Like I feel like when he stood up and he was disruptive and he made that noise, more Democrats should have stood up with him because they can't kick everybody out, right? It's easy to remove one older gentleman than it is to remove a whole bunch of people. And I think that they should have stood up with him instead of just holding up them signs looking like they had a silent auction.
United we stand, the numbers. That's a good point. All right. So
you know what else they should have did? They should have had federal workers who got fired who were MAGA there. And they should have let them wear their MAGA apparel and they should have let them stand up and be disruptive about losing their jobs.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Next time, maybe you need to head to Capitol Hill, Charlamagne.
No.
Speaking of the Dems' response, though, Senator Alyssa Slotkin, she says Americans want change, but it has to be done in a responsible way and not recklessly.
They had a response?
Yes, the Democrats responded.
What time that came on? 1 o'cloc in the morning?
11:30.
Pretty much, about 12:30 for sure. Yeah. So the Michigan senator made remarks while delivering the Democratic response to President Trump's address to the joint session of Congress. Now, Slotkin said that Trump talked a big game about the economy during his speech, but she urged Americans to read the fine print. She also took aim at Elon Musk and what she called the quote mindless firing of critical federal workers. Let's hear more from Alyssa Slotkin.
Most Americans share three core beliefs: that the middle class is the engine of our country, that strong national security protects us from harm, and that our democracy, no matter how messy, is unparalleled and worth fighting for. The mindless firing of people who work to protect our nuclear weapons, keep our planes from crashing, and conduct the research that finds the cure for cancer, only to rehire them 2 days later. No CEO in America could do that without being summarily fired.
She's not wrong about that. But the freshman senator called Trump's confrontational meeting with Ukrainian President Zelensky a spectacle and a bad episode of reality TV that summed up Trump's whole approach to the world.
Yeah, but you know what? That's what they need because I don't even know who heard the Democrats' rebuttal. I never even heard of that woman in my life. What's her name?
Her name is Alyssa Slotkin, and she is a freshman senator. And she said that's okay. That's how she opened her speech, her response. She's like, it's okay if y'all don't know who I am. And she introduced herself.
No, that's not okay. If where's AOC at? Where's Jasmine Crockett? Where's where's Ayanna Presley? Where's the person that folks are going to actually hear?
Jasmine wasn't there?
Jasmine Crockett
she
walked out.
She was up there doing TikToks.
Yeah, she did the TikTok. She did the little Kendrick thing.
Yeah, she walked out. But that's what I mean when I say Democrats don't do anything that cuts through. So only thing I can say is, man, Americans have to just let everything play out. Like, in a way you can't react to everything that the Trump administration does. You just got to protect what you can, prevent what you can. And they need to be coming up with a plan for the future. Like, what is Democrats' Project 2028?
No, I was still a little confused. The boycott was we did not want to hear what Trump was doing in the next couple of months.
What boycott?
Well,
I thought they were boycotting Target. Ain't that what President Obama did for?
The fact that we did not want to watch, we wasn't supposed to watch.
You talking about the State of the Union thing?
We wasn't supposed to watch the State of the Union
Angela
last
Rye and
night.
all of them did.
Yes.
I think that they were just creating alternative programming. So if you're a person who wants accurate information, if you're a person who, didn't want to sit up there and listen to Trump live for 90 minutes, they were just giving you alternative programming to get facts.
Okay.
That's what I believe that was for.
All right. I just wasn't sure.
All right, so that's your front page news. I'm Morgan Wood. Follow me on social at Morgan Media. And for more news coverage, follow at Black Information Network. Download the free iHeartRadio app and visit us at BINnews.com.
All right.
Wake that ass up.
Early in the morning.
The Breakfast Club.